Hey, what's up, everybody? Hitman BK. I know we've posted like 2 videos already and we just did a review, but I thought this was really cool to see. 3 days ago, there was a dev loop in Reddit. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to read you another Reddit post. They posted some stuff I think that I've seen throughout the community, so it was worth kind of going over. They kind of just start off saying this was also posted. This was posted to Reddit, but this is on the Remnant channel. The one note that they want to add here before I get into this is that different disciplines work on different things simultaneously. So there have been a few comments that ask why they've adjusted the balance of XYZ while A, B, and C are still bugged. This is because some issues require the expertise of a specific discipline while balancing, or art or tweaks typos. Basically, guys, they're a studio of 90 people. They only have 8 programmers. So you should be grateful for the fact that they've been able to get these changes out. I'm going to be more forthright with their what they're saying here than probably they are, because like they're a small team, y'all, and they're working their ass off. So that's probably why some things get fixed and some things don't, because they need to prioritize internally to make sure that whatever it is they are fixing, they can actually fix without breaking the rest of the game, and make sure they actually hit on what the community's needing. But why I'm doing this whole video is they did bring up damage reduction, because people have been mentioning that something's bugged here. So they've identified the issue with Fortify. When they identified an issue with Fortify that was granting too much DR. It was giving both armor, DR, while also purely modifying incoming damage, which is even beyond normal DR. Since it was fixed, players were noticing they were taking more damage than they should. And the reason for that is because there were 2 issues. One, that the aforementioned Fortify bug that they fixed. And 2, the advanced stats showing incorrect values. So your advanced stats are showing as sum instead of multiplicative of what you should be seeing. So what is happening is players are seeing that they are at 80%, above 80% DR due to the additive display, which should be multiplicative. Oh my God, I hate that word, y'all. Thus, they feel they should have enough total DR. However, behind the scenes, you actually have less than it shows, because it's showing you the incorrect value. They fixed this in our build, in their build, not our build. So in their build, this is fixed, which means it'll probably be another patch to get that viewpoint right for everybody. But they're also going to review the DR values across the board to see if some need an increase. But mathematically speaking, currently in the game right now, DR is working as intended. The visualizations on advanced stats, though, is completely misrepresenting the damage reduction you actually have. So that's kind of what's happening with your DR right now. So if you feel like you're getting hit really hard, but you show as 80%, I personally would just go ahead and add more DR to your build. Even though you may not see it, it will be adding, since it seems as if you may not actually have that 80%. In terms of difficulty rewards, some players have mentioned that after the patch, this is the current PC patch, because this patch is still needing to get approved through consoles. This patch came out on Friday for PCs. It is probably going to release sometime this week on consoles. But according to that patch, there are some people who are still unable to get certain rewards. It seems if there are a few more cases where certain tags are not being appropriately set or saved, which is why a full completion does not yet reward. You may have 4 out of 5 tags being set, and thus it does not currently count as a full complete campaign. I have no idea what that means, to be honest with you. I have no idea what that means. If anybody knows what that means, by all means, you can tell me in the comments. I'm guessing they're saying that per that campaign, you're missing something. Enemy tuning, they've already addressed a couple of issues with Nightweaver, as well as a few hitboxes on other enemies. They're going to continue to review any strange hitbox scenarios that pop up. There are also cases where certain elements of boss scale and multiplayer, such as the Abomination, which end up making the fights a bit more drawn out than intended. I've totally felt this before. I was actually talking to a fellow community member in our Discord about how we felt like it was actually harder co-op than it was solo, and that very well could be why. And for the patch notes, if there is ever anything not in the patch notes, it is unintentional. We forgot to mention that the severed hand exploit was fixed. We also forgot to mention that the engineer turret gun swap was fixed, as well as the hardcore scripted deaths no longer counting as true deaths, thus ending your runs. So you can now go in a hardcore run and get pulled by the sewer rat, and it won't end your run. Their goal is to always be as transparent as we can. Buff, nerd, exploit, fix, whatever, we will tell you. However, sometimes we're trying to parse hundreds of submitted fixes. And yeah, y'all give them a little break. They're not trying to be malicious. So just to reiterate, these are not the only things that they're looking at. They're constantly on the lookout for issues, and the team is dedicated to taking care of stuff as quickly as we can. And some more stuff. I'll post a link in the description to the direct thread here on Remnant 2. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You're all beautiful. Have a wonderful day.